It's Feel Good Friday with Dr. Phil 2. It's time to fill your Friday with something good. Come on together, let's shape a new start with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's Feel Good Friday. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Feel Good Friday. And listen, there's always something to feel good about. There's always something to feel good about. So we appreciate you being in this studio, being in this place. Listen, I am in the studio with my brother from a different mother, my business coach, the one and only Monetize Your Ministry Ideas to Life, the one and only Kymone Hinds. What's up, brother?
Man, thank you for having me on, Dr. Phil, too. It is good to be on here for another Feel Good Friday. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are excited for that. And listen, we're here none other than to talk about your conference that's coming up. I've been a benefit to uh, your business and your ministry. All right, your business and your ministry, and just want to talk about what's happening with uh, monetize your ministry. This is something different. This is something brand new. So come on, tell us a little bit about what's going on with monetize your ministry.
Well, Dr. Phil and the Feel Good Friday team and family, we are doing something that we've never done before. We've done live trainings, but this is our first live in person event. And it is called the Monetize Your Ministry Business Conference, taking place September 25 to 27 in the Tampa, Wesley Chapel, Florida area. And our theme is simply this, and I need you all to hear this because this is for everyone out there watching this. You've got oil. That's our theme. We're bringing people together who are faith based individuals, and we want to pour into them, Dr. Phil, to help them understand that God has given them something that's valuable. And now let's show you how to move it out into the marketplace to make income and impact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how is this different from uh, the speakers mastermind that we did
Yeah.
there? It was
Yeah, so that's a
awesome.
good question. Yeah. So Dr. Phil is mentioning a speaking mastermind. He was a part of it. He took the lessons from there and he went on and he has been implementing them in his speaking work for organizations and for events. And so one of the things we recognize, it's so monetize your ministry. Everyone might see my face, but there's a team of people I work with. So there's Athena Shack. She's a book publisher. There is Pierre Quinn, who is a speaker and leadership consultant and speaking coach. And then there's Dr. Myron Edmonds, who has built a successful now almost seven-figure coaching business. So the four of us, we've been working together, helping people through our challenges and our work. But one of the things we've never done is bring all of the elements of monetizing ministry together because we realize for a lot of us, we are sitting on some expertise and some knowledge, and the ways that you can multiply it and move it out into the world. You can write a book, right? That's one way. You can get on a stage or in a room and speak about it, or you can work with individuals in a group or individually coaching or consulting with them. But when we put all three of those together, that is where this goes to the next level. And so at this conference, we'll be teaching you all three of those. The four of us will be there in person for the first time ever in one place. And we're bringing along some other speakers to really pour into folks to help them to get clear on what is the thing I have and what's the way to maximize it. So that's what's different.
Yeah, yeah. That's important because uh, we all need help getting to the next level. Um, and one of the things that I find helpful is to get that proper advice,
Mm-hmm.
um, to get it from people who have been there, who know better, who understand what to do. Especially with me, Now, you were right there when I decided I wanted to be a public speaker. Now, I've
Yeah.
already been a public speaker. I've been a pastor. I've been a youth director. I've been a camp director. I've spoken in schools. But I didn't know that I can actually get contracts to do what I'm already doing. I
Hmm.
didn't know that I can be a speaker in business, in the business realm, go to businesses and speak to them. I didn't know I can go to schools and speak what I already speak already. The things that I already have poured into youth already, I can also go and get contracts for that. And it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a good point for somebody who's watching this. You might say to yourself, "Well, I don't know what I have. All I do is," right? There's always a
Yeah.
all I do, and all I can do is. But the thing that you say that all you can do is so valuable. Dr. Phil, you just mentioned, as long as I've known you, you've always been working with young people. You've just been doing it mainly in the church world as a youth director, as a youth pastor. You hosted your own youth event. I remember that. You would host that, so that was your heart. That was your work. And yes, that's your calling to be a pastor. But do we recognize that the same oil that has a ministry context also has a marketplace use? There are young people in public schools, in youth organizations who may never come to your church, but they still need that message of encouragement and resilience and grit and how to shape their new start. And so, what you've done, and I want to just commend you on that, is you've taken your ministry into the marketplace. You've reached young people that you would have never reached before. And listen, folks, if you're watching this, he's gotten paid to do it. All right. He's gotten paid. And that's okay. And it's okay for you as well. Maybe your work has been in the education space and you work with students, but you're good at communication. Do you know that communication is a business skill? That organizations struggle with communication, and if you know how to simply translate what you've done in one area into another, you can get paid to speak. But Dr. Phil, here is where this conference comes together. Once you stood on the stage long enough and you share with people and you shared in the room, someone's going to pull you to the side and ask you, "Hey, you just talked about grit. You just talked about resilience. You got a book on that? Because I want more." Someone's going to say, "You just shared with us how to make a new start. I'm struggling to make my new start. Can you help me? Can you teach me how to do that?" Now, what they're really saying is, "Can you coach me on it?" And what a lot of us don't have is we don't have a way to do that. We don't have a way to do all three of those things that
Yeah.
come with making your ministry move into the marketplace. And that's what this conference is all about. Even if you have a business, you need to have a way of leveraging that expertise that you've built up by doing the thing to now go speak about it, to write about it, and to coach others on it. That's just another way you can make income in that same business.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And now we have speakers like Myron Edmonds. We have a book. Now we got our book published through Athena Shack.
Yeah.
And so our book, Lessons for the Journey, right? We've even seen Dr. Paula publish her book through that. And also our book, Lessons for the Journey, which is still available on Amazon
On
and
Amazon.
also Audible. This book is available on Audible. And so we have done that. Listen, through this inspiration, and this podcast is sponsored by the Adventures of the Snuggly Wugglies up in the air. But through this inspiration, I went and wrote a children's book. Because guess what? Yes, I've always been working with youth, and this has been what we've done. But listen, everybody, this is the conference right here. And on the QR code that you see on the screen, you can scan this QR code and it will take you to mymconference.com. So
Love it.
you can scan this QR code and it will take you to mymconference.com. We want you to register. If you are considering being a speaker, being an influencer, starting your business, maybe you're not the public speaking type, but you have a business idea. Maybe it's something that helps people in the background. I know people that, hey, I don't like to speak up front, but I'm great working behind the scenes. Guess what? This conference is for you. And we have we're talking about six-figure, seven-figure speakers coming through. And I know I went to school with both Dr. Myron Edmonds and Pierre Quinn. I went to school with Kymone. Kymone has too many stories we cannot talk about today. We cannot. We can't talk about today. But I've gone to school with almost every one of them except for
And you
Athena.
work with
But
Athena, yeah.
I've worked with Athena, so I have personal experience that this is the crew. This is the core that you
Now,
want to learn from.
Now, if you don't mind, because that's the core. The four of us, we are the core. We'll be doing our special masterclass on Friday and a
Yep.
special business building boot camp on Sunday. So, listen, we don't want you to just leave with a bunch of inspiration and some
Yes.
quotes to put on your social media. We want you to leave with some plans and accountability on how you're going to implement those plans. But can I share with you? I think I'm going to try to share because I have an updated flyer because we added some people on here. So I'm going to see if it doesn't work, it's not Dr. Phil's fault, it's mine. All right, it's because his tech is working great. But let me see if this shows up. All right, it should be down there. I don't think you might have to
Oh
make it
yeah,
live,
yeah,
Doctor.
absolutely. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so
Yes,
this is
indeed.
the more full lineup, and I want to just highlight a few people. On the ends, probably two of my favorite speakers in the world, Dr. Phil, those are my daughters, and they're going to share
Yeah.
a unique perspective. Now, they are both business owners in their right. They've been featured on local and national news, Huffington Post, Time Magazine for kids, and they've built successful businesses. My older daughter built a business so successful, she bought her first car cash from the funds that she was building from her business, even as a
Wow.
teenager. So they're going to
Wow.
share. Celeste Roberts is one of the speakers. She has founded a nonprofit and they created a center here in the Tampa area and raised over $20 million to build a center that operates 7 days a week. But I want to highlight one person, and it's the lady in the most colorful dress. She has a big smile. Her name is Mignon Francois. And Dr. Phil, I have to tell you just a little bit about her, and then we could take this off. Mignon Francois was like a lot of us. She had needs and she had a family that she wanted to just fill in some of the gaps. She had six children. There were some challenging financial times. And Mignon started a cupcake business in her own house. I mean, she's told a story. Sometimes she had just a small dormitory refrigerator when she was starting and a regular kitchen stove. And she started with that. And one day, with that business, she was down to her last $5 bill. You heard me, Dr. Phil, last $5 bill. Someone knocked on the door, asked her for 600 cupcakes, and she knew she couldn't fulfill 600 cupcakes with $5, but the lady said, you can start, bring me what you can and I'll pay you, and you keep bringing me what you can until you fulfill that 600. She went, took her last $5 bill, bought the materials, made as many cupcakes as she could for $5, and kept bringing it and flipping it and flipping it. And now I want someone to hear this. Mignon is going to be one of our speakers, one of our keynote speakers, and we're bringing her to for just for you, because she's built off of that an over $10 million business, from $5 to over $10 million, because she never stopped and she leaned into her faith in God. And because of that, she has been on Good Morning America. She's been featured on so many things, and she's a best-selling author. And so Mignon is going to be one of our speakers. And I want you to come hear her, not just clips of her, but I want you to be in the room so that you can not just hear Mignon, but you can talk to her, ask her questions, because maybe you've been building something and it's starting small and you're looking at it and thinking, what can God do with something small like this? I want you to come in the room so that you can see what God can do with humble beginnings. That's what I wanted to show that picture for, Dr. Phil.
I love it. I love it. Listen, it is an inspiration. I love all these faces, these people that have been inspired. I have been part of that business for your daughters for the T-shirt and
Yeah.
you know,
Body butter and
we
all that stuff.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I remember coming to Tampa to visit and brought back a shirt for
Yeah.
my wife. So it's awesome. We're heavy support of that business, and we just want you to be inspired. So everybody, scan that QR code that's on our screen right now and be a part of this. Learn from this. It's going to be an amazing conference. It's going to be an amazing conference. We have some more slots ready for you right now. And we want you to be inspired to go all the way with your business. Again, through this, Kymone has been with me from the very beginning when I established Dr. Phil 2, Shaping Your New Start. We went through several names before we got to
Yeah.
this one. We presented it to our friends. They were like, "Nah, I don't like that." and through time, right after we had our first meeting, I got my first contract.
Love it.
And then after that, it just kept rolling, and I'm still going. I'm still going, and was able to be a part of the speaker mastermind. And we got our photos. So the photos that you see me use now came out of the speaker mastermind. And so you're going to get a lot of information and a lot of practical use out of this. So we just wanted to jump on for Feel Good Friday. This is Feel Good Friday. There's something to feel good about. And we believe that you can monetize your ministry. You've got the oil. You've got the oil. Now, explain to us, come on, just for the next few minutes, what does that oil mean?
Yeah. So funny. I always keep this anointing oil here on my desk, Phil, to remind me. So there's a Bible story that this whole thing is all based on. Second Kings chapter 4. There's a woman who comes to the prophet Elisha. She has a financial need. Come on, y'all can relate to her. In these times with high inflation, high gas prices, you know what it's like to have a financial need. And she says, listen, I got debt and they're coming to take my sons. I'm about to lose my future. My present is shaky and I have made mistakes in the past, right? We got debt. And Elisha says to her, what do you have in your house? She says, all your servant has is a jar of oil. And based on that oil, he builds a business, hear me now, that is able to pay off those debts, live in the present, and take care of her sons until those sons can take care of her. And we believe in this conference, that's the message people need to hear. So many of us are wondering and counting what we do not have. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't know this. I don't know that. And God is saying, stop. What do you have? What do you have? What's the oil you're sitting on? What's that thing that life has pressed out of you and God has put inside of you and you have grown that is now oil that is valuable? Because when you said ministry, Dr. Phil, people might think we're talking to pastors. We're talking to every believer. Every believer has a
Hmm.
ministry. And
Hmm.
many times we've just used that ministry in the church space. But God is saying the oil this lady found was now to go in the marketplace and sell it and be used by people to better their lives. And that's what we want to show you September 25 to 27 here in Tampa. You need to be in the room because here is why, Dr. Phil. You've got oil. You're counting what you don't have, and God is simply saying, what do you have?
Hmm. Come on now. What do you have? Come on. You've got oil. You've got enough for God to use to bless your family and
Mm,
to leave a legacy. All right. So, one of the things that we understand about that is we're not just doing it for us today, we're doing it for our children. And you've already poured into your children that they can make their own money, they can buy their car, they can do well in school, can thrive in life. And this will take them for a lifetime. And then they'll pass it down to the next generation. So we want you to be a part of this conference. It will be amazing. So everybody, let me just put this right back on the screen. Check this out. You got the QR code in three different places. Three different
you
places.
can't miss
Come
it.
on, scan this QR code. Can't miss it. We want you to be there. Hopefully, you're watching the rebroadcast as well, and we'll be sharing this over and over. But we want you to be a part of this conference September 25 to 27. Come on, lock it in. And listen, I love visiting Tampa. I'm not going to lie. I
Yes.
love visiting Tampa. Tampa has one of my favorite beaches in the U.S. and you definitely want to visit. It's Wesley Chapel. You know Wesley Chapel very well, so this is it. This is it, everybody.
Hey, that's another reason to
Um,
come, right? That name Wesley, right?
that name Wesley, I'm telling you that Wesley is a good name. It's a good name. Listen, I'm Dr. Phil Wesley too. Phil Wesley too. So I'm Philip Wesley the second. That's the significance of the two there, and I'm born on May 2nd. All right, I'm the second child, and so I believe in second chances as well.
Oh
And
man,
this
come
is
on,
your
man.
second chance to start your business,
Yeah.
to restart, to have a new beginning in your life, to have a new purpose, and then drive into the next level. So everybody, thank you to Kymone Hinds for putting this up. Listen, can you just tell us one more thing to feel good about? What can we feel good about?
You said something about new starts. And
Hmm.
for a lot of us, we look at all the things that we didn't do. So maybe you're watching this thinking, "Oh, I wish I had started that business before. And I had an idea before. And I had this book that I've been sitting on for a long time." And maybe you are thinking it is too late. Can I just give you some good news? This morning you woke up, which is evidence that you got new mercies because the Bible says God's mercies are new every morning. You don't have to wait for a new year to get a new start. You don't have to wait for a new month to get a new start. You don't have to wait for a new week. You had a new day. Today's a new start. So, my question and our encouragement to you is, what are you going to do with today's new mercies? It is not too late. It is the right time to start and to take advantage of your new start.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Feel Good Friday. There's always something to feel good about. Please scan this QR code and be a part of the Monetize Your Ministry Conference 2026, September 25 to 27. We are here live. Feel Good Friday. We look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Feel Good Friday. Come on, everybody. Feel good today. It's Feel Good Friday with Dr. Phil 2. It's time to fill your Friday with something good. Come on together, let's shape a new start with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's Feel Good Friday.